everyone. I am wanting to introduce you today to the designer of Prtect, Ms. Malin Helenis. And I wanted to ask her a few questions about her brand, which would be informative for you all to know. What inspired you to create the brand?
I worked before with my other brand, Caris, around sort of the vision of effortless style. And when I came across this type of functional fabric, I started testing if you can do more sort of dresses and more elevated pieces out of this type of functional fabric, and still centering around this vision of effortless style. And I think it's Scandinavians, we like to be practical, but we still want, to dress well. So that was sort of the idea behind the brand from the beginning.
And what are the key features of the brand? Like the fabric, you talked about you have this special fabric.
Yeah.
What are the key features of that fabric?
We source from currently 2 manufacturers who are leading in the fields when it comes to this type of functional activewear fabric. Most of the fabric is sourced from a leading manufacturer, and they really put a lot of effort into developing certain characteristics in the fabric, and it's extremely durable. It's designed to be water washable. You don't need to iron it. You just spray it if it gets wrinkled when you travel. But the most important thing is that it's extremely quick dry. So when it's warm outside, it quicks instantly, or when you have a humid bikini under, for example. And it's also sun protection woven into the fabric that never washes out. So it's actually like they have a type of sunscreen in the material. And it's also have a superior comfort with the 4-way stretch. So that's the fabric characteristics mainly.
So do you find that a lot of people in Europe are wanting the sun protection? Is that something that's become important?
It's growing. I think in Sweden it's still behind, but I know, for example, Netherlands is growing a lot with the focus on sun protection. They travel a lot and they're pale, so it's something that's coming. But I think that sun protection is one of the characteristics, but I think many other customers, they may not buy it because of the sun protection, but because of the superior comfort and that you can wear it to many occasions.
Yeah. What about the features? Like, how do you choose your silhouettes so that they kind of work with the fabrics that you have?
Yeah, it's been kind of challenging at times because I think it's 26% elastan in most of the fabric. And when it's so stretchy, it's not easy to do more, it's activewear mainly that you do from it. So it's challenging from times, but I always try to work with both of my brands that you have a figure flattering silhouettes. And try to work with the feminine look that can go for many occasions. Some items might be more sporty and some are more city oriented, going out for dinner or going to the resort. You can wear it for the lunch or you can wear it for a dinner out. So it's all about also reducing the number of garments that you can pack when you travel, because you can wear them for many occasions.
Exactly. And what about colors? How do you choose your color palette?
Well, it's we've been working a lot now with Scandinavia, so it's been more type of Scandinavian color schemes with black and navy and coral red, but we're also bringing in, it's great to work with colors in this material. You can see here, for example, this electric blue that's hanging in the background. It's such a nice color to work in this material because the material is quite opaque in the look and it gets really, really nice. So it's still sophisticated even though you use bright colors.
Yeah, no, it takes the color very well too. It absorbs the color very well. It looks very nice. What seasons are you creating for currently?
Well, initially it's been more of a summer or resort travel orientation, but I am developing a lot of garments that work all year round. For example, pants, and depending on which climate that you live in, in Sweden it's -20 in the winter, so but in many countries you can wear it all year round, and it depends a little bit on the style, but you can do so many things out of this material for all year wardrobe.
Great. Do you have a couple of styles that you would like to show us?
Yeah, we're going to show you four pieces. This is now our best-selling model. It's called the Antigua wrap dress. And it has this really nice flared skirt to it. And then it has this cord ends in the waist, which also gives a little bit more elegant. And it's a feminine puff sleeve. So this is one of the best sellers that we have. So people tend to buy it and then they come back and buy it in another color because they used it so much. And this is the perfect, like if you travel, you can have a beach lunch, or you can have it for a dinner out. Or if you're in town, you can also wear it. So it's not really beach oriented in that way.
It's very versatile. That silhouette is very versatile. I mean, with some great jewelry, you could definitely dress that up and wear it out to dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that you can be busty or you can have no bust. It's like it's that type of V-neck that suits many type of body shapes as well. So it goes for many different shapes.
Yeah, it's very flattering. Okay. While she's coming out with the next item, what age group are you designing to?
Age is just the number.
Yeah, no, I agree. But sometimes I think that people feel like, you've got to be either addressing super young or old.
I think it depends a little on the style, but there is a kids line. So besides that, it's I would say the adult line, it goes from smaller size, age 12, up to 70. So it's such a large age group. And customers it goes for young people, and it goes for, in Sweden it's called young adults, or it's also middle age. So it goes for a really big age group.
It's more about the fabric and the functionality.
Yeah, exactly. A bit more sporty. This model was actually developed one of the first. I do sailing, and when you sail, everything gets really humid on the boat, and it doesn't feel fresh after a while. So I designed this model to be something that you can sort of take on when you go ashore, and you can have a walk or have a lunch, and it's a really versatile type of sporty dress. I have it myself sometimes if I go, maybe not on the golf course because it doesn't have pocket currently, but you can have it while you do sort of practice on the golf course, or you go for a lunch at the tennis club or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it has this a bit sporty look to it, but still works in the city.
It's part of that whole trend right now to be dressed more literally sport, like for tennis or pickleball or golf, but you don't necessarily have to be doing a sport. You just look like you're doing a sport. So it's great. Yeah, great color as well.
It's very flattering coral red. Now I think that it's I like to describe my brand. I think there will be more names to this segment before it's quite early on with this type of garments, but it is a little bit taking athleisure to the next level and make it more, dressed.
Yeah, I also feel that it addresses a little bit this trend right now. People are calling it the office casual.
Yeah.
But it has a very different significance that it did 20 years ago or 25 years ago, where that meant wear blue jeans. It's like office comfort, actually. It's all about the transitioning back to the office from living in your leggings during COVID, and people are actually being required to be in the office now, but still wanting to feel like they're wearing their workout clothes because of the comfort.
And in the pandemic, everybody walked around in leggings. I think now you can see globally there is also a diminishing trend in buying leggings because we stocked up on so many items in the pandemic.
Exactly.
So now you're going to get a really vavavoom.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
I love this material because it can do so many things. And this is more like a figure hugging type of dress, draped side, sort of make it a bit more flattering when it's fitted. And has this really nice long sleeves and the turtleneck. And this is so comfortable. I mean, you can go whatever, clubbing in Ibiza, or you can go out for dinner. It's a super
it's great too, because it's a great fall piece for my market in the South.
Absolutely.
Fabric is lightweight, but the look is still fall. And because the fabric is light, the turtleneck is not going to make you feel too hot. The long sleeve is going to not make you feel too warm. And I think it's a very flattering body. Again, it could also be office comfort. You can put a little jacket or a blazer over that and a pair of rubber boots, and you're good to go to a meeting, etc.
Absolutely.
Very, very, very nice.
It's super versatile, and it's so comfortable. I mean, it's like a second skin to the body. So I mean, if you try it on, it's like you don't want to wear almost anything else because it's so soft.
Good. Okay, the last question I had is, what lifestyle does your target customer have? Because I'm getting a sense that they're a little more sporty, traveler.
Yeah, travelers a lot. And I think that sporty to some extent, but it depends a little bit on the garment. I think that, for example, the Antigua wrap dress or this drape dress, that goes also for the non-sporty people. You just want to be comfortable. Yeah. So it's all about, taking the comfort. And I mean, for traveling, it's super, but it's also nice for, if you wear something all day, you don't want to be wrinkling when you go out for dinner. You want to stay fresh all day. And I think these materials they may, if you pack when it's humid, everything can wrinkle, but you just spray it when you hang it or hang it somewhere humid, and it will actually go out with all the crease. But when you wear it, it doesn't wrinkle. Now we have another one of the, it's a little bit more sophisticated if you compare to sort of sporty Mykonos dress. And this has this really nice cowl neck, and it's draped on one side. This is the Sarah dress, and it comes in different lengths. We have like a super mini, and this is sort of a to the knee length. And this goes like the perfect black dress that you can have for the office, so you can have it, just style it with jewelry when you go out. Yeah. And this is actually a bonded fabric. So there are two fabrics that are pressed together. And it makes it really structured when you work with this type of almost sculpture dresses. So there are different weights and thicknesses in the fabric, and this is one of the heaviest ones that we use. Yeah, so I would imagine that would help with, not showing a lot of imperfections when you have that bonded fabric. Exactly. It's like wearing Skims in a dress, but it's more comfortable because it doesn't squeeze. But no offense to Skims, they're great, but it's softer in the material, but it has a sculpting effect, and it's actually very forgiving. And when you have this, drapes on the side, it's also becoming a bit more forgiving in the waist. So it's not super tight. Exactly. Great. Is there anything else you want to? I selected these 4 pieces to show you just a selection of the sort of the variety also in the collection. And as I said, it's so easy to make pants in this, and they become really comfortable, especially if you fly. You can sit in them, can almost sleep in them and still wake up and being fresh. Yeah, that's great. Great. For someone who travels a lot, I'm looking forward to those pants. Exactly. Anyway, Mel, I want to thank you for spending time with us. And thank you. Absolutely. And we're going to get all these beautiful products into the showrooms and have all our customers check out your fabulous brand. And I know I'm looking forward to wearing it because comfort is really important, especially today with all the traveling that we're doing. And in the place, you want to be working and still feel comfortable. So thank you. Thank you for the brand. We love it. Thank you so much. And we'll speak to you soon.